Have you ever looked at a patch of ground and noticed it seems tired? The soil might be pale, hard, cracked. When it rains, the water runs right off instead of soaking in. Plants struggle to grow, looking weak and yellow. This is what we call dead or lifeless soil. It is quietly spreading across gardens and farms all over the world. We often do not see it until it is too late. The soil loses its structure, loses its dark color, and its ability to hold water and nutrients. It becomes little more than dust. All life on land, including our own, depends on healthy soil to grow the food we eat. The reasons are many: repeated digging, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides. Over time they harm the tiny life that keeps soil healthy, driving flooding in storms, drought in dry spells, and releasing carbon. For years, answers to poor soil seemed to lie in a bottle or a bag. If leaves yellowed, we added nitrogen. If growth was slow, we added more feed, treating symptoms, not causes. Leaving soil undisturbed, the no-dig method lets its structure and life recover. Ancient farmers knew soil was a living ecosystem. They fed the soil with local materials. They brewed liquids said to revive tired land, poetry that hid real biology. They were cultivating and multiplying local microorganisms, bacteria and fungi, brewing life itself. One simple method stood out: leaf mold, water, and a little sea salt, a living liquid to reintroduce microbes to dead soil, kickstarting natural cycles, fast. The secret is ready to be revealed. The method has a name, J-Dam, meaning people who resemble nature. Developed by Korean farmer Youngsang Cho, son of an organic pioneer, raised to respect natural systems. He saw organic growers struggle. Inputs were expensive, results inconsistent. There had to be a simpler, cheaper, more effective way. He studied tradition and science, experimented tirelessly, aiming for ultra-low cost, easy, and powerful. He looked to leaf mold. How does nature create fertility without us? The answer: microorganisms. J-Dam teaches farmers to brew their own microbial solutions, natural pesticides, and liquid fertilizers. With leaf mold, potatoes, and sea salt, he replaced expensive lab inoculants. He shared freely books, videos, workshops, to democratize knowledge and break dependence on chemicals. Unveiling J-Dam Liquid Fertilizer, JLF. It is not a chemical feed, it is a living soup of beneficial microorganisms, made from organic materials left to decompose in water, mimicking nature. Like a fallen apple, broken down by bacteria and fungi, nutrients return to soil. You can make JLF from almost anything, each brew unique. Comfrey skews potassium. Nettles provide nitrogen and minerals. Magic comes from leaf mold, indigenous microbes, and soft, dechlorinated water. After weeks, solids digest. The liquid smells earthy, not foul. You are not just feeding plants. You are rebuilding the soil ecosystem. Healthy soil teems with billions of microorganisms, the soil food web. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, nature's engine. They digest organic matter and release nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium in plant-available forms. Chemical feeds bypass the system, spur wheat growth, attract pests, and harm microbes. Without microbial glues, soil structure breaks down. JLF repopulates the workforce, unlocking existing nutrients and improving structure. Beneficials shield roots by competitive exclusion and form symbioses that extend root reach. Restore the microscopic ecosystem and you create a resilient, self-sustaining garden. Our problems are not new: degradation, pests, disease, but we have a choice. Continue chemical dependency, or integrate ancient wisdom like J-Dam with modern science. Maintaining fertility is costly and tiring, unless you bring inputs to near zero. Weeds, clippings, scraps, virtually free. Leaf mold from nearby woodland supplies indigenous microbes. A container and a little sea salt may be your only costs. Turn garden waste into JLF and close the nutrient loop. JLF pairs perfectly with no dig, accelerating compost breakdown and nutrient flow. It infuses the topsoil with life, helping seedlings establish quickly. Expect vigorous growth and abundant yields, without synthetic fertilizers. Making JLF is simple and forgiving. No special equipment needed. Use a bucket or lidded water butt. 100 liters suits small gardens. Collect rich leaf mold, boil and mash a potato, mix with leaf mold and a teaspoon of unrefined sea salt. Let the starter sit loosely covered for a day or two. Fill your container halfway with weeds, comfrey, nettles, grass, and kitchen scraps. The more variety, the better. Top up with soft water, leave room for bubbles, add the starter, and stir. Cover to keep rain and pests out. In summer it may finish in 2 to 3 weeks, in cool weather, 2 to 3 months. It is ready when bubbles subside, solids are mostly gone, and it smells earthy, not rotten. Dilute. 1 to 100 for seedlings, 1 to 20 or 30 for soil drench. Apply every week or two. The true test is in the results. Around the world, JDM gardeners report dramatic turnarounds. In one season with no dig plus JLF, hard clay becomes dark, crumbly, worm-rich. A new build gardener used weed and grass JLF weekly. Within a month soil darkened and plants turned deep green. Across Asia, farmers cut input costs and kept or raised yields, crops healthier and more resilient. Restore life and soil functions return. Better water holding, steady nutrients, balanced ecosystems. All it takes is a bucket, some water, a few weeds, and the wisdom to trust the process. The chemical-heavy path has limits: depleted soils, polluted waters, lost biodiversity. A new path, rooted in ancient wisdom and confirmed by science, nurtures soil as a living partner. Nature already provides what we need: weeds, clippings, leaves, and the life dormant in leaf mold. Imagine every garden and farm as a hub of life. Success measured by earthworms, dark soil, and ecosystem health. Start today. Make and use JLF and take part in regeneration where you live. Trust the soil, trust the microbes. Work with nature, and watch dead ground come back to life.